It's a quick one with Ed Parnell, and now, because I'm disobeying Kylie Minogue and refusing to do the locomotion, it's the paper review. The Times claims Keir Starmer may have gone too far in the Diane Abbott scandal by authorising lethal force, why the left is always on about things which don't concern them, and how young people are being misled with their fancy rock and roll and bohemian lifestyles. The Daily Mail has a shock poll which says Rishi Sunak may now be so unpopular he could lose his seat to Plaid Cymru. Richard Littlejohn asks why the parallel lines have gone in all the polls, and there's an interview with Ed Daly about how you can trust a candidate with an odd rash and barnacles. The Telegraph claims to have documents proving Keir Starmer is molesting bollards in his spare time, how drawing a small moustache on political leaders is the new brown, and can you take the chance that the new Reform candidate won't strangle your puppy? The Sun says roll on Rishi as the Prime Minister proves his worthiness by balancing a cheese bap on his shoulder, why Keir Starmer is banned from agricultural shows, and there's a cut-out and keep on hygienic ways to spoil your ballot paper. The Eye has an interview with a man who says he had a cup of tea with Keir Starmer, who helped himself to one too many biscuits for his liking, and therefore he won't be voting for him. There's also a feature that Keir Starmer intends to lead in the style of his ancestor Genghis Khan, plus why Jeff Lynne from ELO doesn't like bits of fruit in his trifle. The Financial Times details how a company has successfully marketed a crossbred cheese and a wolf and got the world's first were cheese. The Mirror talks about a brighter future but then ruins it all by mentioning Christmas will be under the shadow of a Gavin and Stacey episode. There's an offer on Gavin and Stacey bunkers and survival techniques and how to deal with your child when they come out as saying to you that they like Gavin and Stacey. The Independent details Rachel Reeves' plan to pay for everything with IOUs, how David Lammy might just chill out and grow his hair once he's in office, and will they really ban left from the word leftover to satisfy those who are offended. The Star carries a terrible tale of Peter. Peter was a shepherd and his job was to watch over the village's flock of sheep as they grazed in the fields. However, lefty do-gooders interfered and young Peter was sent to prison and there met a number of naughty people who did naughty things, and long story short, there's a public inquiry. The Metro says it's seen government papers proving Labour are just St Winifred's School Choir out for revenge, how confusion raged at the Liberal Democrats convention when they discovered there's no H in cello, and why the Green Party are the best. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The Express has been arrested for shouting at people via its smart paper app. Insults, racism, sexism, and in one bewildering tirade, a cross-species piece of verbal abuse which fits every demographic in a concise 8-syllable outpouring. Also, Andrew Pearce threatens to leave the UK if he doesn't get a flake with his ice cream. The Guardian talks about serviettes not being monogrammed anymore and exactly whose fault is it, and how Rishi Sunak visited an abattoir in Stockley thinking it was an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical. Those are your papers. Now go quietly into that good night. We'll have no trouble here.